Hi, Kimberly G reporting for Ottawa Tonight. And today I'm very excited to be sitting next to Laurent Bourque. He is born and raised in Ottawa. He's an Ottawa-made artist and he's playing Bluesfest for the second time. Now, before we get to talk to you, I read an article on you and it said, you know, Laurent Bourque, he gets it. From his songwriting to his guitar playing, you just get it. You know how to engage people into your music.
Great.
Talk to me about, you know, why you have this quality. I mean, I know you've been playing music for a really long time. But
yeah. That's a great question. I don't know if I'm the person to answer that. I should ask the guy who gave me that quote. But, you know, I work hard, I guess. You know, it's like any job. If you work hard, you'll be good at it. And yeah, like you mentioned, I've been playing music for a very long time. Like I started playing guitar when I was 9, so I'm 22, so you know, long time. And I've been writing for a little bit now, a few years, and playing on stage since I was 12. So, yeah.
Talking about the stage, it's your second year at Bluesfest.
Yeah.
And Bluesfest is one of the epic moments in music in
Definitely.
Ottawa every summer.
Yeah.
The event, and you get to play it again. Tell me how this has created maybe a different path for you, because people get to know you more on a larger scale and stuff. Tell me about your experience.
The experience is amazing. Like you know, the exposure is great. The general experience of actually just playing there and being there is unbelievable. You can't match that anywhere. And there's no other festival that does what Bluesfest does in Canada, or any festival anywhere that I've been to. They really push locals as hard as they can, and they, you know, really try to promote them like to a new level that they can try to reach. So
this year you're playing with Buck 65.
Yeah, Buck 65. Yeah.
That's exciting. He's also a great Canadian artist.
Amazing. Yeah.
Underrated. We don't hear much about him here on the east, but he's pretty big down in the west, in Vancouver and all that.
No, he's huge. He's awesome. Like his new album is amazing. Yeah, no, it's exciting. So
your first album is available on iTunes. I purchased it. I confirmed it. I purchased it.
I could have given you a free one.
No, I like encouraging local artists.
Thank
It's just what people should do, and I think that's how you give back to them for all their great work they're offering to you. How has that been experienced? It's your first album. Available on iTunes. I know it's a big title still to be able to be found on that with all these artists.
Yeah, it's great. The fact that I'm even able to put my stuff up there is amazing, because you know there's no label or anything sort of helping me really. But it's been great. I mean, the first album was great. I finished it. When did I finish it now? It came out in November of 2009.
Yeah.
And I've been just pushing it ever since. And yeah, the sales on iTunes have been pretty good. I think over 1,000 at least. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
You mentioned independent. Is it something that you want to continue pursuing?
In this day and age, you can be independent and do, you know, the same things that a huge, like, you know, band that's on a major label can do. But for me, I don't know what the right thing is for me right now. It's just a matter of, you know, putting new stuff out there and touring and getting as much exposure as possible, and then, you know, you find the exact path that's perfect, you know?
You're right. I don't think there's a perfect path. It's by
Everyone's
all taking the wrong paths
right?
is where you kind of, you know, find your niche, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you working on a new album right now?
I am right now, yes.
You want to tell us about it?
Sure. I don't know much about it right now. I've just been spending, you know, the past 6 months heavily writing and arranging, and along with my drummer, Jamie, who helped me a lot on the first record. We're kind of a partnership when it comes to my music. We really we do everything together, and right now we're just sort of writing and practicing and trying to figure that out.
So what's the process of creating a new album? You know, close yourself in a little room and just hours and hours.
You can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's just playing. It's just rehearsing them. The more you rehearse a song, to me, the more they start to make sense, and the more you know what they're going to sound like when they're recorded. The process is also sort of figuring out where to record and how, you know, and how to do it, whether, you know, analog or digital, or with a giant band or with no band, or
just you, acoustic.
Yeah, I mean, that might be a bit boring, but but yeah, that's basically it. And right now, that's where I'm at. I'm going to be recording definitely in the fall something. I don't know if something will be out exactly in the fall, but definitely going to start recording in the fall.
So the writing of the songs. How does that come about?
The writing's always different. I mean, there's a few songs that came on my first record that just, you know, I wrote them in 5 minutes. Some songs just come to you, and some you have to work for. You know, it's been said a lot that songwriting is a muscle, and it's a muscle that you have to exercise in order for it to stay, you know, in shape. And that also applies. I mean, I've also, you know, sometimes when you work for a month on one song, then it'll finally be ready. Sometimes it takes a lot less time than that, but it's always different, always different.
So I found something about you today. I decided, I don't know why we weren't following each other on Twitter, but
Okay.
I made that official today.
Oh, awesome.
So I made that official, and there's something written there that I was like, what? How come I didn't know about this? This is amazing. You collaborated with Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Like, how did we go from, like, you know, you're pretty much like a guitarist, songwriter, people don't really know about you, to like full-on pop culture, Kim Kardashian, every cover of magazine on the planet.
Yeah, I don't know. They someone just approached me and asked me if they wanted to, asked me if I would be interested in putting my music in a couple of TV shows, and I was like,
Kim
yeah,
Kardashian?
why not?
That's
You know,
awesome.
it's a horrible TV show. But no, it's great. But yeah, no, it's fun. I mean, yeah. It's great.
And there was also MTV Real World.
The Real World, New Orleans. Yeah.
Did you get to see or hear your song?
Yeah, that one I saw.
See it, hear it type
that
thing?
one I saw. Actually, a friend who secretly watches the show texted me and was like, "Oh my God, I just heard your song on the show," and I was like, "Oh, that's great." I didn't know when it was going to air, so he texted me and then I watched it right after.
That's awesome.
And,
Maybe
yeah.
one day you'll be on Glee.
Oh my God. That's a whole other level now.
That's a whole other level.
Yeah.
So we'd like to hear you play some
Okay.
acoustic.
Let's do it.
For me and you guys at home, our camera guy, and the
And
people
other
walking
people
their
in the park.
dogs
Yeah.
right now, that would be awesome. I'm sure this gentleman would love to hear an acoustic song. Yeah.